What's going on, peeps? Hope everybody's having a great weekend. And for the Arsenal guys, international football for the under-21s last night, very productive game. Eddie Nketiah came out guns blazing, hit the woodwork, scored with his left, right, header. Movement for such a young player is right where it needs to be. He's always in the right position. And I think that that's something that a striker always struggles with, regardless how good you are with your finishing. We know he can score goals. We know he's just really stepping into his role at Arsenal. And I think he done really well last night. Listen, first game as a captain and you get a hat-trick. And also, let's not forget, Reiss Nelson, he came off the bench and added another goal. Saka also chipped in and played really well. Guys, the future looks bright. Yeah, when you look at our young talent coming through, the future looks bright. And these guys, 18, 19, 20 years old, these guys are really going to staple the future of Arsenal Football Club. And a lot of the first team, I can't wait till the first team is announced this week, the first 25. The youth players are coming through, man. It's really good to see that. Overall, international football, Kieran Tierney also had a full 90 minutes with Scotland. And the news coming out with Sol Campbell. Sol Campbell's been on social media and he's been on the airwaves. And Sol Campbell is saying Arsenal need to find a way to work together with Mesut Ozil, because the evaluations came out and a few things was Guendouzi 30 million, Maitland-Niles 30 million, Chambers 12 million, Ozil on a free. And that pretty much lets everybody know who's out there. Mustafi's on there as well, even though he's not going to be fit for another month. So there's a few things that are happening for Arsenal to say, look, we got to get rid of some players to get some more players in. And we know their targets. We know their targets are very costly. 100 million for Owa and Thomas Partey. And when you have targets like that, you got to sell. And so it's a fire sale at Arsenal, which is pretty much where it is everywhere else. Kolasinac still has been hanging around and it's 4.5 million, 5 million. Now I'm hearing it's 3.5 million. My God, you might as well get rid of the guy for free. You got him for free. You might as well get rid of him for free. And Ozil obviously is on a free as well. The one thing about Sol Campbell is that Sol Campbell is saying that he would love to replace Freddie Ljungberg as Arteta's number 2. Personally, I think that he really wants to. I don't know what they're going to do. I don't think they're going to have a number 2 this year. I think they're going to wait for Santi Cazorla to play his year out and then bring him in. Cazorla wants to come in here. The two have great synergy together with him and the management team. And I think that's something that will work for both parties. And so I think that that's really what they're going to do. I can't see anything working outside of that. I'd be surprised if Sol Campbell comes in. But this is the thing, guys. It shows you something. It shows you that the Invincibles still want to be a part of the team. When that happens, you got to bring them in. Make them a part of something new. Make them a part of something positive. The place already has an Invincible in Edu, just loading up the transfer markets and helping and supporting Mikel Arteta, and I think that you got to do the same. So, as I reported 2 days ago, Ceballos has signed, and he had his first interview yesterday. And by all accounts, when you listen to what he said, and he talked about Mikel Arteta saying at the end of the season, you know, we want you back, we want you to be back here. And he said, I want to be here. So he had no adorations of staying with Real Madrid. Maybe he wanted to hear what they were going to say. Maybe when he spoke to the president and the management team, he wanted to hear their views. But after he heard about what was going on and the turmoil within the club and the fact that they were over their roster, he was like, look, just send me back to London, man. So he already had his mind made up. That mindset is going to pour and carry on over. And there's us worrying, being concerned whether we had lost him. And guys, we never really lost him. Ceballos was always going to be coming back. And I think that that is something that's positive for the band. And I think that that is something that's positive for the fan base, because it's like what Mikel Arteta said. He's not running anybody down. He's saying players are buzzing the phones to try and get in here. Yeah, he's saying players are kicking down the door to try and come and play for Arsenal. And you're hearing that because the buzz around the network is that Mikel Arteta is the man. Yeah? The buzz is that Mikel Arteta is the man. So I think that when you've got somebody like this, and I said, guys, trust in the process, trust in the management team. I know you guys, sometimes you love to complain, but I just say trust in the process. Work in progress, guys. Set your expectations low and give these guys time to fix it. They've only been here for 6 months. Edu, you know, they just came in on the turn of the year. Mikel Arteta only came in the new year. Give these guys that they ain't even been a year yet. Let's let them work their magic. Let's let them go through the process. Let's give them a few transfer windows to try and change the shape of the team, and we'll go from there. Also, guys, most important thing about yesterday's news with Lionel Messi, who, look, he talked to his wife, talked to the Pitney them, the Pitney start bawling, flinging up all this stuff that's going on and making up a whole heap of noise. And look, my man's adhering to the love of his family. The wife and the Pitney them is first priority, and that's where he's made the mistake to say he's staying at Barcelona. Now what that means is all this Barcelona exodus, guys, a lot of it was just a lot of hot air. You get battered 8-2, you get fling out of the Champions League. It's embarrassing. Your greatest rivals, Real Madrid, has just won the title. And on top of that, you end up with literally nothing. Your stars are aging. They're injury prone. They're getting old. They're coming to the end of their tenure. And this is what happens, guys. It's emotional. A lot of Gerard Piqué said the same thing. He was like, I'm out. Realistically, if you're under contract, you're not the one that makes that decision. Yeah, if you retire, then fair enough. But if you're just saying, I want to leave and I want to go and play for another team, you're under contract. And unless they give you permission to go and seek personal terms with another team, then you can't do so. And what you're essentially doing then is you're opening yourself up to getting fined by your own team. And look, I'm not going to go into all of that, but what I'm going to go into the fact that this has a kickback effect on what happens with players like Coutinho. Now, Coutinho was told straight off the bat when Messi broke his news, he was like, everybody gets wiped with a clean slate, and you can come in, show what you're worth. But look, if those players are immovable and they're not going to be there, and there's no space for Coutinho, then Coutinho now is back on his original idea of going to the Premier League and going to play the season on loan. So I think in that respect, the Arsenal move, guys, from what I'm hearing, is back on. Now, it doesn't mean he's specifically going to Arsenal. It just means that Arsenal have had previous talks with him in January. Edu's reached out with him. And as you know, we have a Brazilian contingency here, which is growing and growing and growing. And my guess is obviously Coutinho would love to be a part of that. And I think that there's definitely something right now to say that Arsenal would be a favoured place for him. However, look, he's just won the Champions League. It's not like, you know, these players are saying, I want to go to a team that's going to play in the Champions League. I want to go into the team that can win the Champions League. Dude, you already won it. So part of a rebuilding process of, you know, winning it is great and everything else. The fun in winning it is the journey to winning it. And at 28 years old, Coutinho can be a part of something bigger, Arsenal, just like Danny Ceballos feels he is. And look, guys, it's just a rolling conveyor belt of quality stars coming through the door and changing the way how we do things at Arsenal. And the quality is just rising and increasing with every single day that we hear news coming in. So, guys, look forward to that happening now. Coutinho deal right now is back on the cards, and Arsenal now have to make themselves accountable. Front office has got to do their job. Edu, technical director's got to do his job. Arteta's got to pick up the phone and do what he did with Gabriel. Sell, sell, sell. Bring that man in and show him what you're made of. And of course, Gabriel, not so much Gabriel, but Willian and David Luiz has got to do their work, yeah? Do all that work they did when they brought in all them brothers from the Brazilian team and carry that flavour on towards building something great at Arsenal. We've hit a milestone, guys. We're 3,000 strong. 101 on Arsenal is 3,000 strong, and I just want to say thank you to everybody that's been a part of this channel since day one. Thank you, guys, for all you subscribers who stuck with me when I only had 100 subscribers in 2018. And look where we are now, guys. We're getting 1,000 people viewing our live shows. We're on our way now to 4,000 subs, and we're growing and growing and growing, and it's just going to go from strength to strength. And that is all down to you guys. And I want to give you a special thank you. And also a big shout out to my panel. Big respect to Naomis. Tom Aston, who you haven't seen a lot of him. He has been around on watch-alongs. Hopefully you'll see more of him moving forward. And Ebony, Kingston, Tony Cox, Dan, Idan, a big thanks to Idan, and of course Bertram Spence, big shout out to you, and Jay as well, Spitfire. Hopefully we'll see more of Jay on the show moving forward. And listen, and big support from the Goon Squad, massive support from you guys. And I just want to say thanks to everyone, and of course the biggest thank you is to all the 4,000 people. They Arsenal #101, which is the Facebook link. Big shout out to you guys, and thank you very much for the support of the channel. You guys asked for this, yeah? And you guys have got it. And it's a wonderful thing building a community this big and this passionate about the team we love in Arsenal. So listen, guys, right back at you. And back your team. Back your team.